Well, it happened again. My engine light's on. And I know what the codes are for. The codes are for P0 300, 301, 302, and 304. So, I guess I gotta take her back to the dealer. Alright, it's 4 days later after I shot that first clip. The light went off, and now it's back on again. So, I'm on the road to the dealership, so fingers crossed that it stays on for them too. Because we are here now. Oh yes, look at those sexy lights. Well, Volkswagen doesn't really know what's going on. Apparently VW Canada is involved now, so it's a pretty big deal. So they gave me this loaner car, base model Chevy Cruze. A lot of people say, well, you're not paying for a Chevy Cruze, you're paying for a Golf R. Why didn't you get a similar car? I'm like, well, they don't really have anything like that, so I'm just happy to have a set of wheels. So I'm not going to complain. Alright, so I got my car back. Just done work now, and I thought I'd update you guys. So I'll start off by saying, so 5th Avenue Auto House in Calgary, Alberta is my dealership that I go to. I've been with them for a while for sales and service and parts too, so I figured I'd go with them again. I go out of my way to go to them, and they treat me with great service, so I can't fault them for anything on this. So I know a lot of people are saying it's the dealer's fault. It's not. So exactly a month ago, my injectors were replaced, all 4 of them, because they were leaking. There was actually evidence of them leaking, so however, that was not the problem. The problem was still there. It took 2 more weeks for the engine light to come on after that, and it usually takes 1 full week of driving for the engine light to come on. But it took 2 weeks instead of 1 because the temperatures were below 0. And the problem only shows up when the temperature is above 0. If it's like -5 out, -10 out, Celsius at least, the problem's non-existent. So my engine light won't even come on. However, if it's above 0, it'll come on. I can even feel it doing the problem. So yeah, so 2 weeks, and then I brought it back in when the engine light came back on. So I was without this car for exactly a week. Fast forward to today, I got it back. So they flew in something called a TQM, a Technical Quality Manager, I believe it's called. He's a super high up Volkswagen Canada guy who has like confidential information, like he can't leak it to even like the technicians at the dealership. So I'm not sure what information he possesses, but it's high tech or high up information. I'm not even sure. But so pretty much they dug for a full week on this car. They did, engine compression tests, leak down tests for the injectors and the engine itself. They did fuel pump output tests and whatnot. They did everything in the book to test to see if my engine was bad, my fuel system's bad, my ignition system's bad, and everything checked out fine, which is what's totally screwing me over, which is totally screwing them up. So anyways, so the TQM, I'm guessing, kind of got a little frustrated and just said, okay, let's just reset all modules and see if that fixes it. So they reset every module. They did a hard reset. It's not like unplugging your battery and plugging it back in. It's like a lot more complex. So yeah, so they said, okay, so we're going to reset all the computers, call us back in 300 kilometers to see if your engine light's back on. And I know for a fact it won't be on by that time because I do about 300 kilometers in 4 days. And like I said, it's like clockwork, 1 full week for the engine light to come on. So yeah, anyways, so I drove it off the lot. It had been sitting cold, and lo and behold, it was misfiring like mad. Like it was rocking the car back and forth just as it does normally. So I knew for a fact, obviously the problem's not fixed from this. So I know I'll be bringing it back in a week because the temperatures out here are actually quite nice. So the problem will be there. And I promised myself I would give Volkswagen exactly two more attempted repairs before I actually file for a buyback. And just so everybody knows, VW Canada, or no, Canada itself does not have buyback law or lemon laws. So that kind of, you're at the mercy of the dealership or corporate even. So on Monday I'll be calling VW Canada, and we'll be seeing what they can do for me. Like I said, the dealer's been fantastic. I cannot fault 5th Ave at all. They've been, they've done everything they can, and they're still trying to work with me and work with the car. So anyways, I have the work order repair, or the repair order right here. So anyways, if you want to pause your screen and do that, and you can do that. But pretty much they're just saying all the tests they went through, and they just decided to do a reset for the modules. So that's all that says. So yeah, I'm beyond frustrated with this car. I may not sound like it, but I am. And I usually don't get upset about these things, but this is ridiculous. I mean, the car has 3,000 kilometers on it, and the check engine light's been on 5 times. So that's that's obviously an absolute like I can't even, like, there's not words to describe how frustrated I am with this car. So anyways, just kind of wanted to update you guys on what exactly is going on with this car. I know my previous video got actually a decent amount of views, and everybody at the dealership saw, everybody at my work saw, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update, and there'll be more to come. I'm just, hopefully, either I can get rid of this car, or the next visit is the final visit. But alright, see you later.